So, a rejection-free business. Who would love to never experience rejection in business? This is one of the things that I love most about digital marketing right now is this rejection-free factor. I'm going to move my computer for 1 second. Rejection-free, what does that mean? It means I never go after anyone. I never message anyone. I never make the first move. I always ask you to say yes me below or say me below or DM me for more information. I always ask you to make the first move because I don't want to push myself on anyone, what I think they might need, what I think they might want. You are the one that makes the decision. And so we have a complete training in how to have a rejection-free business, how to never hear no. One of the points about that, I didn't really even, where's my marker? I didn't even really plan what I was going to say, but I'm going to write down one of the points already because I just realized is that you have to know who your ideal customer is. When to have to have a rejection-free business, you have to know who your ideal customer is, who would benefit from what you have to offer, right? So I'm Dr. Shelley. Thanks for coming in here. I just jumped right in there. I dove right in. Let me know who you are, where you're coming in from, what state you're in. I'm in Arizona where it is just hot, hot, hot all the time. We just stay inside right now. So where are you coming in from? What's the temperature there? I always look forward to having as many states as we can in here and as many countries as we can on my live. So thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining. How do you feel about rejection? No one likes to get rejected. Have you been in sales before? Have you had to sell a product or service or program before? And you've had to reach out to people. Maybe you've had to do cold calling. We used to do cold calling. Maybe we don't call anymore. But being in the DMs, getting messages in the DMs and other social media platforms, do you like doing that? Do you like receiving them? No, most people don't like receiving DMs from strangers about opportunities that they might want. Nobody likes getting emails, junk emails around opportunities that might be good for them. I get so many of those right now. So I never, ever, ever approach someone first. And in fact, one of my YouTube followers had said this in a testimonial the other day. He said, I just kept learning from her on her channel. I kept learning the information, getting value. He did eventually send me an email with a question, I think. And that's the best way to get a hold of me. So you can go to wealthbuildermastery.com, put your email in if you have a question about what I'm talking about today, then you can ask your question email. I will never reach out to you on this channel or any other channel first. You will have to say yes me below on my videos, or you will have to go to my email, wealthbuildermastery.com, put your email in and ask me a question there, right? So, because in this channel, TikTok channel, we can be copied, we can have false accounts, and then you could get a message from someone that's not me. So you want to be really, really careful. So how did I get into digital marketing? So I got into digital marketing last year, did not look for it. I didn't even know what it was. I was not looking for it, but I was looking to earn extra income online and passively because I was a chiropractor for over 20 years. I quit doing chiropractic about 8 years ago, became a coached with the amazing Bob Proctor. If you know Bob, put Bob in the chat. Bob is amazing mindset coach. Worldwide, had business in every single country. I knew that I wanted to study with him. I knew that he had something for me. I didn't know what it was. And I learned the most amazing things about mindset from Mr. Bob Proctor. He passed away a couple years ago, yet he comes up in my conversation every single day still. And I talk to you about what I've learned from him. So I became a mindset coach. I coached some of his materials. I developed my own materials on self-image, self-confidence, and style. I have a degree in clothing, fashion, and everything like that. And so I have a style coaching business as well as Confidence on Camera is a new one that I'm starting. So I'm very much a helper, a teacher in that respect. But I don't like to push my information on somebody. I love to have somebody that really wants to know what I'm talking about, has a need. So last year I had a need because my coaching business was kind of on a roller coaster. I had coaching clients that weren't able to pay for whatever reason, that committed to making payments and then they couldn't. So then I still had the expenses of being a coach, and I had this roller coaster of an income. I had a part-time job that I was working last year and still do work part-time in fashion, but that wasn't making ends meet either. So I was stressed, struggling, and just getting by. And I knew I needed an extra income source, but I wasn't looking for something extra that would take a lot of extra time. I was so used to trading my time for income because that's how we're trained to be. That's what we're trained to do, at least in the US, is to get a good job, get a good education, then work that job and work it very hard, and then you'll get a good source of income. You'll get safety, security, and income. And we all know that safety and security does not come from a job. The reason I spell out job, because when I was in network marketing, one of my leaders and mentors there used to always call it job, just over broke. That's what it stands for. So that's why I always spell that out. Just over broke. You're working paycheck to paycheck. You're barely getting by month to month. If you can relate to these, put yes in the chat. Put me in the chat. So trading our time for income is not and never will be the way that you're going to become free. You're never going to become free that way. You only have 24 hours in a day. You can only spend so much of that time working. And then the more time you spend working, you're going to just be exhausted. And that's what I was thinking. I could do all these things. I'm very highly skilled in lots of different areas. I could work for other people and help them with their businesses, but I would be exhausted if I spent all my time doing that. So I was looking for another way to earn extra income last year. A friend of mine, a fellow coach friend of mine, started posting that she was doing something, and she was going from 7K to 25K, to, I think it was 7, 13, 25. And I was like interested, but I never said anything for several months. It might have even been 5 months before I messaged her and I said, what the heck are you doing? Because I need some extra income and I don't want to work that hard to get it. And she said it was digital marketing. And immediately I said, what the heck is that? I don't know what that is. What do you do? What do you sell? How difficult it is it? What do you earn? I just didn't know what it was. And because I didn't know what it was, I was very skeptical. It didn't fit into my brain. I didn't have brain cells for what that kind of business was. So I had to educate myself. I had to learn. She sent me to a webinar, which like the one we had yesterday. Yesterday, we had a webinar called 0 to 6 Figures. It was the top digital marketers in our company that were sharing their stories. I'm sending that out again at the top of the hour today and probably again tomorrow. So put your email in wealthbuildermastery.com if you want to get the replay for that. If you're in here on YouTube, do that as well. Put replay in the chat. So she sent me to a webinar. I learned a little bit more from the webinar, but basically I just jumped in because I was in pain. I was struggling. I needed something, and I was willing to invest. I made installment plans in the beginning because I didn't have the lump sum of what it was. And so within 2 weeks, I doubled my investment. Within 2 weeks, I doubled my investment and I had only made one installment plan. So that got my attention. I kept going with learning and earning as I went over the last several months. And it's been a really, really great extra stream of income for me. So if you're looking for that extra stream of income that's not that much work, maybe requires like 2 hours a day in between the other things that you're doing. I was doing a little bit in the morning, a little bit at lunchtime, a little bit in the evening. And that's what they teach you how to do. 2 hour workday. And you can study in your downtime. You can skip some of your scrolling that you're doing, which is hard to do, but you have to think about what is it I want. And is that what you want more important than the scrolling that you're doing online? It's really hard. I know it's really hard because it's almost the first thing I do in the morning is check TikTok. It's because I say I'm checking my business channels, but you know that I'm doing other stuff too. Anyway, that's the way it goes. So rejection-free business, it's a rejection-free business. How does that rejection-free happen? Well, we have to understand who we're talking to, our perfect customer. And so when they are interested, they will come into your branded domain name. Mine is Wealth Builder Mastery. They'll put their email in there, and then they'll get information in their own time. They'll get educated in their own time, and they'll make a decision in their own time, guys. This is what happens. So this is how your email system runs 24/7. Let me put that as a number 2. So you attract your ideal customer. You have to know who your ideal customer is. You attract them. And they come into your email. I've never taught this before, but I like it. They come into your email and they get educated. They get educated. Let me just show you this. I've just developed this. I'm just teaching this for the first time. You show it to the YouTubers. You know your ideal customer. You attract them. They come into your email, which your email runs 24/7. So they continue to get emails. They continue to get, I'm running out of ink in my thing. Your email runs 24/7. They then get educated. And this is what's happened to me several times. They make a decision, maybe when I'm sleeping, maybe when I'm working my part-time job, maybe when I'm coaching other people. They make a decision, or they might send me an email and ask me a few questions. I'll answer their questions. I might send them a video message back to answer their questions. So best way to get a question answered is to go to wealthbuildermastery.com, put your email in, and then ask me a question via email. So they get educated, and then they decide yes or no. They either decide yes or they unsubscribe. I'll just put US. They unsubscribe. They don't want it. And that's the best way to make a decision, actually, to make an educated decision about something you want, and you say yes or no. It fits or it doesn't fit with who you are and what you want. And you may not know right away. I didn't know right away. I decided to, I hate the word try, but I'll put take a risk. Because I know that risk is scary. I know that risk with our finances is scary. But for me, it wasn't that much of a risk. I mean, it was only $600, and I knew that I was willing to lose that if it didn't work. So, but it did work. I doubled my investment in 2 weeks, and probably that was when I didn't know anything. I didn't know what I was doing. I knew nothing. And I just put something out there and then I got some clients, So sometimes people already know you. They like you. They trust you. They say, I'm going to go on this ride with her. And then they just decide. So let me know where you're coming in from. We have a few people joining us right now. And are you looking for an extra income? Are you looking to learn to earn extra income online? That was me last year. I didn't want to work that hard. I wanted something passive that ran 24/7, that had an email list involved with it, that ran 24/7 while I was doing other things. Then I could also set up a recurring income. And with our highest level of program, which is now 900, it's called Legacy Builder Program. We actually teaches us how to have the 4 income streams coming into our own accounts and getting 100% profit, is working 2 hours a day, have those 4 income streams. The Legacy Builder teaches how to leave a legacy for your family, how to build your retirement, how to build a recurring income that comes in month after month after month. And if you're close to retirement age, you know that's what you want. You want to live a lifestyle and you want to get a check. You want to get that income coming in on a regular basis. So that's what she's teaching in the highest level program, the Legacy Builder Program. So let me tell you before you ask, what are the programs? We sell 4 programs in the digital marketing industry, which is the e-learning industry, learning online. Every single business these days is on digital, is on social media, has a digital platform. And whether you own a business, whether you want a business, whether you just want to earn extra income online, you need to become highly skilled, masterful at marketing your business online. And that's what we teach you across all platforms. When I was just coaching, I took a lot of classes, spent way more money on getting coached around how to promote my coaching business in a certain way. And I didn't learn all the different channels, and I didn't learn everything that we have available in our e-learning system. So you learn at different levels. You learn from the first level, which is 100, how to launch your digital marketing business. It's called Launchpad, learning about digital marketing. The second is a 300. It's a passive daily pay blueprint, learning about passive daily pay, learning the blueprint for success, learning how to earn that 300 daily. The third one is 600. It's digital mastery, learning how to become masterful with your digital selling, your social media selling. And the fourth one then is called Legacy Builder Program. It's 900. That's 100% profit that you earn when you sell our programs. You get the master resale rights for our programs. You get 100% profit. How does the company earn its income? Most people ask that. Trying to get your questions answered before you even ask them, but put your questions in the chat if you have them. $29 to get your pre-built website, your free funnel or email where you're going to connect your domain to that, and then have the first 14 emails going into that funnel. So you are automatically running 24/7. You can have people coming into your domain name that's connected to your capture page where people put in their email. If you don't understand any of this, don't worry, you will. The only thing you need to know is that because people are coming into your email sells the program. And that's a proven system. That's a blueprint. That's been successful for my mentor and other top digital marketers for the last 2 years. Once you know who your ideal customer is, you attract them to you, you bring them into your email system, which runs 24/7. They get educated about digital marketing and they decide yes or no whether this system is for them. And then, or if they don't know, they decide to take a chance, take a risk to see if it could work for them. And that was me. I didn't know if it would work for me. I wasn't educated enough. I had to learn as I went, learn as you go to earn this extra income. And you keep learning. My mentor just said today on a call, she's still learning. And she's been doing this 2 years and earning up to 2 million in 2 years. So this is the process of how we go through a no rejection business, a rejection-free business. People decide on their own. They say yes or no. They subscribe. They keep subscribed. They keep getting more information, or they unsubscribe. And you never know. when I was doing my coaching, I was reaching out to people in the DMs. I was trying to get on a call with them. I was getting on a call with them for an hour. And after an hour, they would say, oh, I'd really, really love to do it, but I don't have the funds to do it. But I really love to do it. And it was so frustrating to hear people say they didn't have the funds to do what they really wanted to do, that what would really help them, And so what we know about digital marketing is it's a high demand program, product, and service. It's in high demand. People need it for their business. They need it if they're stressed, struggling, and just getting by with finances, or they need to be on social media and masterful for their businesses. And so digital marketing has grown from 950 million a year in 2019 to this year 1.3 billion a day. Don't you think there's a place in there for you to earn some extra income online with the digital marketing business? Digital marketing, it's kind of like e-learning industry. When I was a chiropractor, I would once a year buy a course from a guy, take the course, give him the money, take the course, get the certificate, send it to the chiropractic association, get my license renewed. That's e-learning, learning online. We started growing digital marketing in COVID. COVID really grew it because people went home. They wanted to stay home. They wanted to work from home. They figured out how to work from home. They learned new skills. They got educated online. They also stayed at home. They slept in. They watched Netflix. They learned to cook. They started creating the lifestyle that they really wanted if they didn't have to go to their job. So during COVID, digital marketing grew and became a presence in our society. And now everything is digital. Every store you go to also has a digital presence. You can also order everything to your house. I got I actually got 4 packages yesterday of different things that I ordered. I hate it when I order things and they put it in my mailbox, which means I have to actually go to the mailbox. I order it because I want it delivered to my house. I want it delivered to my doorstep. That's why we order stuff, right? So if you are interested in having an online business that earns you that extra income that you're looking for, if you want to have something that's rejection free, that you are trained and taught everything you need to know, you can do that. So go to wealthbuildermastery.com. It will send you a video from my mentor. You will then get an email from me. Make sure to check your junk or spam to see if it goes in there. It shouldn't, but it might. And so then you can go to link on my website, look at all the details of the 4 programs. All the programs have installment plans. So there is really no excuse if you have a need for extra income and you want to begin to earn online, you can do it. You can get set up within, I would say, a day or 2. All the setting up your website and things like that, getting them all connected. You get branded, get your own domain name, and that's the only thing extra you have to get. And then for the rest of the life of your business, you don't have anything extra to get. Just get out there, learn who your ideal client is, attract them in, get them in your email list. It runs 24/7. Start waking up to those 900 days, having your people get educated with the emails. Then they make their decision. They say yes or no, or they say, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to try it. And you know what? Every time I've taken a risk, every time I've been scared about doing something, it's turned out it's been the highlight of my life. So don't let fear stop you from going to your next level. Don't let fear stop you from having the success that you really deserve. Just don't let fear stop you. Fear and excitement are the same energy. Just flip the switch from fear to excitement and take the ride. When you're on a roller coaster, it's like, woo, that's what it's like. I just got kind of that energy of fear and excitement at the same time. You're scared, but you're excited. It's fun. Get into the excitement mode of having your own business, of not having to go to your job anymore, of being able to stay home with your family, your spouse, having more free time to do the things you love, to travel, whatever it is you want, whatever it is you desire, then focus on that. Focus on where you're going. If you stay focused on what is the current situation and it's not what you want, then you're going to keep recreating that over and over again. That's what we call Groundhog's Day, right? That movie over and over again, the same result. So thanks so much for joining me today. We've got some marketers in here, I can tell. If you have any questions, put them in the chat or put your email in wealthbuildermastery.com and you can send me an email with your questions. I'm happy to help you out, help you understand how you can have this rejection-free business that's running 24/7 in the background of everything else you're doing. You can be setting up your retirement. You can set up for your future of your family. You can set up for a lifestyle that you really want to live. And this gets easier and easier as you go along. I've been doing this for over 6 months now. And there's nothing really new to learn. After you've learned it all, you just get better and better at it. You kind of perfect your skills. So so happy to have you on here today. If you're on YouTube, put replay in the chat. If you're here on TikTok, then you got to take action. You got to go to wealthbuildermastery.com. You have to get in the email system to learn more. I will be sending out the replay again tomorrow for the webinar that we had yesterday. It was really, really great. Top digital marketing earners in our community that shared their results and how they their top tips, and the main one I heard was consistency. You are in business. You have to put up your sign. You have to open your doors every single day. If you don't show up for your business, people aren't going to know you're there. People aren't going to know you want to serve them. People aren't